How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Wolves European Dream here on Football Manager 2019, and we're here for the start of our third season in charge of the club. And today we're going to be going through all the transfers and the Community Shield. That's going to be our only game today, so it may well be a quick episode, but obviously we're going to go through all the transfers and stuff too. If you haven't watched the last episode, please go and do so. As always, guys, thanks for the support on that. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video too. Well, this is going to be the start of a massive season for us in a couple of big competitions. So as always, we're going to be starting off with the transfers, and the first one through the door was Lucas Robertoni. He was another player that came in from Vélez. We've signed a couple of players from there before. However, he's another one without a work permit, so it's really annoying. He would actually walk in and probably be one of our best central midfielders. We'd sign him up for 2.6 million, and his value is already shot up to 17.25. So we have sent him to Jamia on loan, along with the other couple of players that are still there. But yeah, really good looking player, and I think for that price, even if we can't get a work permit for him, we can sell him on for a profit. My only concern is obviously the amount of wages that we're paying these players. So it'll, 2 years, I think we'll be able to get the work permits for them, but we really need them to sort of break into the Argentina setup, really, so we can start bringing in some money and actually getting our money's worth out of the players. The next player was a big signing, James Rodriguez. He signed on loan. I didn't want to make the plunge to sign him straight away, but we have got an optional fee of £40 million on him. But yeah, really good player, quite versatile across the midfield, and his attributes are pretty well rounded as well. Really strong player technically. He's got some fantastic attributes, and we have paid about 14 million, which is a little bit annoying, but I think we're going to get our money's worth out of him. A really decent player. Yeah, getting on a little bit now, 30 years of age. He's got that experience, and I think he's going to add a lot of quality to our team. Next player is another player I'm very excited to sign. Malcolm comes in from Barcelona for just 5.75 million. He's on 100 grand a week, but he's on a 4-year contract, and him and Adama are going to be competing for that right-hand side spot in the team. Really good player. He's quick. He's great technically. Got some good mental attributes as well. I'm really looking forward to him because I think he'll be a good player. Struggled to break into the Barcelona team, but he's another one that is pretty versatile, can play on both wings, and play through the middle as well. The next player that we brought in was somebody that I really did push to sign at the end of last season. It's Luka Kovac. He comes in just £51,000 a week wage, which is great. He's obviously coming on a free, already valued at £43 million, and he's still really young. I think he's going to be the one to maybe nudge Origi or Jimenez out of the team, but great attributes, 17 finishing. I really think he'll score goals, whether it be in the league or the Champions League. I think he'll get plenty of goals this season. We've brought left back in Guilherme Arana, came in from Sevilla. He's going to be somebody that will compete with Reguilon this season at left back. As you can see, 8.25 million. I think it's a good deal for him. Not a bad player at all. Pretty solid throughout all his attributes and stuff, really. And I think he'll get a good number of games this season. Quite a big signing for us was Kaleta. He's a Croatian centre-back. We brought him in from Marseille, and he's more than likely going to be one of our key players this season. 6'4", and of course he's going to be playing that centre-back role there. As you can see, still only 24, so he's going to grow a little bit as well. Physically, he's very good for a centre-back. Got some strong defensive attributes as well. The deal was that we bought him in for 29.5 million, I think, overall. It had some sort of clauses. I think that was the overall amount, but I don't think that was how much we sort of paid out initially. So it's a good signing for us. And then finally, it's just a player to bulk out the academy a little bit. A guy called Joshua Veckman, who comes in from Ghent, who's a centre-back. Again, he's actually not too bad, to be honest. He's see how he develops over the next year or so. But as you can see, quite a few big outs as well. Leander Den Donker has left. He's gone to Manchester City for £30 million. Now, I'll go through it in a minute, but Manchester City, Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea, they're all sniffing around Leander Den Donker and Declan Rice. Now, I thought it's going to upset both of them, and I could probably afford to lose one of them as long as we replace them with like a centre-back, because they were sort of rotating between centre-back really and midfield. But then Donker is the man that goes. £30 million. I think Declan Rice is a little bit more valuable because he's got a few years left on him. He's English as well, and we did pay quite a big chunk for him. But Leander was a great player for us. Best of luck to him at Manchester City. I don't think he'll get the game time, but who knows. Johnny also left, £20 million. Struggled to break into the team last season, as you know. But I thought 20 million quid for him. He's 27 now. definitely get the money in. Of course, we brought a Rana in to replace him for less than half the money. Vieto went as well. I was trying to push him out. I thought he's not going to get any game time if Jovic joins. So Vieto went. Got a great amount for him, I feel. I did try and push for more, but a great amount for him. Didn't score a goal in the league. Was pretty prolific in Europe, to be fair to him. But 7.25 million for someone we brought on a free just a year before. Great business. Cody has gone as well. He just didn't get the breakthrough in football. 4.9 million for him. Obviously, our captain, great player, Connor Cody. And then other than that, it's just loan deals, really. So Chain Undy's gone out on loan. Vargas and Gulo both gone back to Jameer. Dean Henderson and Rosbach both out on loan, so we do need to bring in another goalkeeper. Niall Ennis as well. Wes Kennedale, who is one of our young players who actually looks pretty good, to be honest, a winger, so we'll keep our eye out for him. So as you can see, it's been quite a busy pre-season, but we've still got a week left, and I think I want another centre-back and probably a backup goalkeeper. Other than that, we're pretty well stacked at the moment. So today we're going to be having our game against Manchester United. Fun fact, they've not beaten us throughout this series so far. Probably just jinxed it. But as you can see as well, Jota and Adama will be out for this game. I didn't take charge of the pre-season friendlies. I used them purely to get the players' confidence up, the morale high, and the fitness up. But we beat French side, is it Nimes? Nimes. 3-1. Adama, Andre Gomez, and James scoring. We drew 0-0 to Wongamp. I've definitely got that pronunciation wrong. We beat Worcester City 4-1. Jean Martino, Nabry, Malcolm, and Origi with the goals. Ajaccio we beat 3-0. Jovic, Andre Gomez, and Divock Origi. We beat Paris FC 2-0. Origi getting a brace. We beat Beijing 4-0. Juan Hernandez with 2. James Rodriguez and Serge Gnabry. Guangzhou Evergrande, we beat them 2-0. James Rodriguez and Malcolm. And then we beat Wuhan Zal 4-1. Origi, Jovic, and Vinagre with the goals. In regards to Juan Hernandez, Chucho as well, we've loaned him out to Cardiff because we have got our work permit for him now as well. But I think everything's as normal, not really much else to go with. I think Declan Rice is the one at the moment who's going to be a little bit upset because, you know, as you can see, we're basically pushing him to leave now. So you can see some teams like Burnley and Newcastle are interested in him. But he's worth 37.5 million. I want about 60 million for him, and if we can get it, I don't know. But I think if any team comes close to £50 million up front in the next week, I'll probably sell him. But it's English players I need. We're struggling with homegrown players. But, you know, all the English players now are high value. The lowest value players are like older players like Lallana or goalkeepers. Maguire's probably a shout, to be fair. If I could get 50 million for Declan Rice, Maguire is probably not a bad shout. Let's get a little scout on him there. But yeah, let's move on to the game today. Manchester United. If there's anything else that you feel that I've missed out, let me know. Why does Willy Body want to leave as well? Who knows? Yeah, let's jump into the game anyway. So then here we are with the teams for today's game. And as you can see, Manchester United with some new look players. 5-2-3 they're playing. They've just brought in Patrick Catrone for over 70 million. I know that for sure. Kingsley Coman as well. On the right with Rebic on the left. Paul Pogba and Lucas Paqueta sit in the middle with Aaron Martin and Diego Dalot as the wing backs. A fellow Portuguese player, Diaz, is in the middle there with Lindelof and Milenkovic either side of him, with De Gea still in goal for United. We're sticking with the 4-4-2 for today. Luka Kovac will start up front with Divock Origi. Vinagre comes in for Gnabry, who's slightly unfit, who starts on the bench. Andre Gomez and Neves through the middle, with Malcolm coming in for his debut at right back. Reguilon and Babu as the fullbacks, with Willy Bolly and Coletta Carr as well with his first start, and Rui Patricio in goal. At Wembley Stadium, be a nice little little shield to put on the mantelpiece, wouldn't it? But it's a big game for us. Some big changes. Some players happy, some players unhappy. A lot of the team are sort of unhappy with how I've treated Declan Rice apparently. But you know, I'm not going to be selling him for peanuts. I know he's worth something. Maybe I'll bring in Harry Maguire as a replacement. We've got a good amount of central midfielders now, so I don't need that. As long as I'm making a healthy profit on it and the monies get pumped back into the club, I don't mind too much. But let's see how we get on in this game anyway. Manchester United with a free kick here. It's going to be Paul Pogba. He'll strike from range, and he wasn't too far away actually. And the first chance of the game falls to Manchester United. Neves on the ball, and he's brought down by Pogba, who's already on a booking, and he's going to be sent off surely for Manchester United here. Paul Pogba is sent off. So how are they lining up now? They've gone narrow, no wingers. This could favour us a lot going into the second half, but it's been a very, very quiet first half here at Wembley Stadium, and we've got a massive chance now of winning this game. Just going to push the players a little bit more. Obviously, it's the first game back. They're going to be a little bit rusty, but United have got a red card 5 shots to our 4 at the moment. Possession is very equal. I'm just going to tell them, they're a man down. Let's push for this result. Let's keep it going. Let's see what we can do. So it's interesting to see, obviously, the likes of Malcolm and stuff. See how he can settle into this team. The absence of Adama due to injury. Luka Kovac as well. Hovic. I don't know. Ovic. Is it a silent J? Who knows? But here's free kick on the edge of the area. Ruben Neves off the bar. Cleared away. Ruben Vinagre. Can he take advantage? Neves is still lurking on that left-hand side. All the space in the world there. Falls to Willy Bolly. Highlight not given. We're coming up towards just over half an hour to go. And it's still 0-0. Just looking around to see who we can replace there. It's been a quiet game from Jovic. So we are going to bring on Raul Jimenez, who obviously had a great season. Oh, totally forgot. James Rodriguez sat on the bench as well there. Let's bring on James. Let's see what he can do. 2 players coming on. Adding some big presents, hopefully, for us. The last sub is just going to be purely for penalty reasons. Martino coming on for Neves, because I think this is now going to go down to a penalty shootout. Unless Manchester United could score late here. It's Lucas Paqueta on the ball. Ball in deep towards Lukaku, who's beat his man. Great save, Patricio, and it's gone in. Lukaku scores right at the death for 10-man Manchester United. And it looks like they've gone and won it here at Wembley Stadium. Out of nothing. He just left, whoever was meant to be marking him, left him, I'd assume it's Reguilon, and Lukaku fires it straight at Patricio, well, into the corner. Patricio makes a great stop and then taps it into the empty net. And I think our time's going to be up there, and we're going to be losing out on the Community Shield with a late Raul Jimenez goal. Not Raul Jimenez, Romelu Lukaku goal. Bolly's missed that header as well. Babu on the ball here for us. And Babu into Origi. Time is ticking, and I think the whistle is going to go any minute there, and it does. Darren Mitchell brings the game to a close, and Manchester United there have won the Community Shield. I don't think the Community Shield's ever looked like that before, but you know. Yeah, not the most ideal way to start off our season. A late goal, a little bit annoying. Obviously, it's going to give the morale a little bit of a punch, but you know, it's our first game with some key players, some new big players in the team. I'm going to tell them unlucky, although, you know, we probably should have done better with Paul Pogba getting sent off early on. But we've got 3 or 4 days now to add to this squad, add to this team. Obviously, a couple of debuts. I've just released a load of players as well. But yeah, come back for the next episode, guys. We're going to be strengthening the team. I'm going to see what we can do. We've got some big games. We've got a tough start to the season. We play United really soon on. Chelsea as well in there. We've got to try and pick up points against your Brightons, your Leicesters, your Evertons as well. So, yeah, it was an immaculate pre-season. We haven't started off the season too well. Let's see how we can get on. Hopefully you'll join me. I'll probably come back maybe the start of September, where we've got West Ham and our first Champions League game as well. But make sure you smash the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys, and I'll see you all very, very soon.